Hi, we're Ailey and Daniel for Design Break, and today we're going to talk about what you can do if you're a small business but you can't afford a designer.
Defining your brand visually when you first start your business is super important, but not everyone can afford to have a creative agency on board right from the start. So here's a few things you can do in the meantime.
Something a lot of people get mixed up with branding is that it's exclusively visual. It's actually not all visual. It's not just about your logo, it's also about your brand's personality, and that can come across in loads of different ways. So it can be the communication you put out, just the way that you speak, the experience that your customers have when they interact with your brand. So it's not all just about the logo and the uniform that people are wearing. It's also about that whole experience and the communication. So one important point is to really define your brand's personality, even put it in writing, and then just really stick to that with everything that you put out. So basically, define your brand's personality, put it in writing, and stick to that really strictly.
So similarly to that, I think it's really important to be consistent as well. So that's consistent across all your platforms. So if you're posting on social media, if you try to make your own website, perhaps, anything that you're putting out into the ether, as long as it's all consistent and has a consistent feel to it, then it's going to evoke a feeling of your brand and have a feeling that it's your vibe, your business. And it's also consistent through time as well. Now, obviously, you're going to change. Your business is going to evolve over a longer period of time, but don't be posting something that's all subtle and subdued colors one week, and then next week it's just like crazy bright pinks and oranges. You want to keep some level of visual consistency there as well, and that will help invite people into your brand and get to know it as a sort of entity.
Yeah. And that leads in quite nicely to my last point, which is to make sure you're keeping everything really simple. So just pick one or two colors, simple fonts if you're using fonts, and with all the pictures that you're taking, if you're posting loads of pictures, make sure their color grading is quite similar and they're just simple and not too much clutter in them.
One other quick note I'll add is there's lots of really great tools out there for creating quick graphics for social media or for your website, but just a word of caution to be wary of removing an element of your brand personality by using these. They are by nature templates. They've been made by someone else. They're not reflective exactly of your brand. So just be careful when you're using them. You're not diluting your brand with these templates.
That's a good point. That was just a few quick tips on what you can do when you're starting out your business if you can't quite yet afford a creative agency. So if you like this video, please hit like, and if you want to see more of our videos, click or press subscribe. See you next time.